Hi guys, bit of a creek update. Look at Missy just relaxing, Leia hanging out, and then just here we got Luke chilling out. They've all had a run around, a splash and a cool down, and now they're having a rest. So we're back at the creek. Yesterday I stacked this pile of rocks here up, and that in the previous video you would have remembered I was talking about getting those big rocks from here and putting them here. So that's what I did mostly yesterday. The water's still flowing too hard to close it off here. Once I do, it'll go around here and around this overflow here, but it's just too strong through there at the moment. I'll give you an idea with the shovel of how powerful the flow is, so I can't leave big rocks in this area right here in this gap. Watch this. Hey there. The shovel becomes a speedboat. Alright. Look, I'll grab it with a fingertip just to show I'm not holding it up. So there we go. Fingernail grabbing it. And it's a speedboat. Alright, so just if I put a rock there, it's just going to get pushed away. You can see under the surface here I've got some really big rocks. And same here. I can't do much with closing that gap off just yet while this water's flowing as hard as it is still. But I can build that up more, and can build this up more, and dig some of this gravel out of this area where we want to turn it into a swimming hole, just where I'm standing. And yeah, here's some rocks that I've pulled out for when I do start to close that off. There's still some big ones over there as well. Big ones all around the place. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just doing a bit of a play around. It's a warm day, muggy warm day. So yeah, by 9 o'clock in the morning I was sweating it. And what's the time now? It's 10 o'clock. So yeah, just a bit more digging, or lots more digging. But seeing as though the water's so nice to be standing in right here, it's so nice and cool. It's almost like it gives you a bit of a shock when you first get in, just for a second, but you adjust straight away. But I think it's only because it's so early in the day, or maybe because it's because I'm a bit warm and the temperature difference. Yeah, I don't know. Still keen for a kayak. Look at this spot here. It's hard to see that that's all water, but it's all shallow water and it doesn't move very fast. It's like a little mini lake. And then it hits this spot here, short rapid. Comes through this area here. It's my wall. More rapids. So yeah, I wanted to be able to go around the wall and build overflows properly. I can't do too much of that while it's still as high as it is and running as fast as it is. But yeah, I can muck around, I can do a little bit of a dig and make a hole. I thought about doing a time lapse, just setting the camera up, you know, maybe where Luke is lying there on the tripod. I brought the tripod. It's a shitty $2 one. I'll call it my silly stick. So yeah, I can set it up on the silly stick just there and face it this way. So we'll be getting somewhat of a perspective like this, and it'll capture most of my work. Yeah, and I thought about doing that on time lapse, but I'm too lazy. I'm just gonna stop recording, maybe do a bit more recording later, and we'll edit them together. We can kind of get a before and after shot of what I've done. I only do a little bit at a time. It's just, I don't want to make it work, right? This is recreation. So, if you're down the beach building a sandcastle, Leia, back, come. If you're on the beach building a sandcastle, you don't want to be breaking out a sweat and hurting your back and getting tired from moving sand around, right? You're playing on the beach, and just like this, I'm playing in the creek. So it's meant to be R&R, it's meant to be relaxing times. And I've lost my missy. I think she might have gone home. Let's have a look. She was just laying here under this tree. But I think she decided she wanted to go home. And I'll soon tell you. Yep, Missy's gone home. I wonder if I can catch her heading home. On her journey. Yeah, she's halfway. Check this. Look at her go. She'll just take her time and slowly wander back. She's heading the right way. She knows where she is. She knows where she's going. Just stop for a pee. Yeah, she's more than halfway back to the house, I'd say, or about halfway back to the house. Oh yeah, and now Luke's crying at me because I walked away. Hey Leia, let's go down the creek. Go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. You. So if you notice, the dogs are on leads. They're on separate leads. It's mainly Luke. Luke wanders off a little. And he doesn't come straight away when I call him, and he freaks me out. And he's usually just not nearby. But yeah, either he's got to get used to me calling him and come quicker. Let him go. Or he needs to get more lead time. Something's got to happen. I've got to do a bit more one-on-one. You know, spend some proper time training him on recall. Because unlike Leia, Leia can be in trouble and she'll still come to me, and that's what I want with a dog. I want to be able to yell at him in anger. I want to be able to yell at him in fear, like a car's about to hit him, a dog's about to attack him, you know, and I'm freaking out, and they can hear that in my voice, and that should not scare them away from me, but bring them to me, if you understand what I mean. Because yeah, I mean, some drama can happen in the street and your voice can change. You don't want your dog to react and be scared of you because your voice is bad. So, watch this. Leia, come here. You're a good girl. Sorry to yell at you. I was just showing a demo, Leia. I was just showing how you're not scared of me yelling at you. But if I do the same thing to Luke, he's really hesitant. Hey, Luke. It's just different personalities, you know. She's a bit thicker skinned than him. He's a bit more, call it wussy, I guess. So he's not as brave, and he gets intimidated if I yell at him. And a few times he has been in trouble. He's really taken it to heart. So anyway, I'll just pause for now, and I'll do a bit of work. Put the phone on charge while I'm doing a bit of work. The battery's running low. And that way we won't chew up heaps of memory. But yeah, one day I'd like to do some more time-lapse stuff. It's only good when you got a whole lot of it, and it takes a lot of memory. You're a weirdo dog, both of you. Who are you, snapping up sticks and stuff? You funny tools. Alright, time to get in the water, grab the shovel and get back into it, and I'll give you an update soon. Guys, I've got to get Luke shoving his head in the water. It's nuts. Watch this. You see something down there. And he goes right in up over his eyes sometimes. And he sticks his head in the water. He looks into the water and spots something and he wants to pick it up. And he's like, I can reach that. He sticks his head right in the water. I'll see if I can entice him with a rock. Look. Look. He's too busy with Leia. Look. Come here. Yes. Yes. Here. Not spotting them once they hit the water. Hey, hey. Hey. Oh, you're not going to do it. He was just doing it. His face is wet. Proof. Hey, look at your face. It's all wet. Proof that you've been sticking your face in the water. No, you're not going to do it for the camera. Look. Here. Look, here. What's this? What's this, Luke? Come on. Come on, look. You brat. Alright. Look like I don't get what I want. Back to digging. Hey guys. Just a bit more on what I've been doing. I've only been at it for about half an hour. It's getting really hot and sunny. But you can't really see much that I've done. There's a bit more rocks just there, a bit more here, but I've been digging out a bit of gravel and a bit of rocks out of this area and just trying to have it a gentle slope coming into here. There's a big rock you probably can't see just in here, bigger than a bowling ball from what I can see of the top of it. But yeah, I don't know how big it goes under. I'd like to dig it out, but yeah, it's a big one. If I can't dig it out, what I might do is dig under it on the low side and make it roll down into this area. But yeah, dogs are behaving, staying close. Luke's just here. He slipped his harness, so I didn't bother putting it back on him. He was dragging his lead around. He was just here and he got caught on this huge rock here. I don't know if you can see it yet, but yeah. His lead got caught on this huge rock. Leia was over under the tree. He wanted to get to Leia, or he probably wanted to get some shade. And he broke free of his harness, which he can do quite easily sometimes. Which is also why I'm real sketchy if I leave him at home and not in the van, just out on the lead on the harness. Leia's fine, she never slips hers. Or very rarely. Hey Leia. Oh, it's nice and shady. No wonder you guys hang out here so much. Here's me thinking it's great in the water, but you got the sun on you a bit, eh, Lukey boy? He loves the water, but he's not big on swimming. He likes to be able to be in a little bit of control. Leia loves it when the water takes over and starts pushing her around and she wants to swim against it, practice her strengths and outswim the current. She loves that stuff. Real adventurer. Real keen to get into it. That white thing don't look natural. It's not. It's a wire. Plastic coated wire. Oh, there's another bit of wire. It's not plastic coated. And another bit. And a bit of barbed wire. Lovely. Alright, gotta watch that. I'll have to come in here, go get some pliers when I can remember and come down here and cut all this. It's dangerous. So yeah, I mean you can see when flood levels when floodwaters rush through areas like this, guys, it can be really dangerous, because you could be going through, see that overhanging tree there, you know, the water could be up there, and you could be trying to head for the shore, and you just get slammed into this tree and pinned against it. That'd take all your strength, and what are you going to do, go up? You only go out over the water more. You get snared in, you probably can't see this vine hanging down here. If that didn't break, which it might not, it's probably thin enough to break, but yeah, if that didn't break and it caught you, you don't want to be caught in water like that, you know, unless you're doing it of your own choosing and you made yourself comfortable waiting for someone to rescue you. You don't want to be pushed up against something and pinned unless it's of your own choosing. So yeah, you could come through here, slam into this thing, one leg goes that way, one leg goes that way, and you're floating away trying to hold yourself up. You probably grab up here higher with your arms, hold yourself above the water, but the rush of water that would run through here would be incredible. And it'd probably be a good thing if this tree caught you, so that the barbed wire and fencing didn't cut you up. Watch that barbed wire, darling. Don't want you getting a sore foot. So, I'll probably edit a fair bit of this down, I don't know. Just get highlights out of it. But you can see the water up here. I don't know if you can see into this water as clear as I can, but the larger rocks here, as you get down to where I'm making the swimming hole, you'll notice they disappear. So around here they start to get thinner, and by the time you're here there's no large rocks. And then here it's pretty much gravel, and the rocks that are there are buried. So yeah, bit by bit we go in there, we get a bit of gravel, we expose a rock, we dig a rock out, we put the rock on a rock pile somewhere. I've been putting gravel in here, making this path, which is going to go join up there where we get out. So I'm going to make a path, not really wide, not quite as wide as it is here at the start. It's going to narrow up a little bit. You can probably see how I'm already starting to narrow it. So not quite as wide as the dam wall, or the weir wall. It's not really a dam. A dam holds back water. This isn't meant to hold back water. Slow it down a little, so that this area is a little bit deeper than that area. That's fine, but we don't want to stop the water like a dam does, because we need a proper overflow then that permanently runs. But we do want to slow it down, and that way we can use this overflow here and this overflow here. That overflow is going to get narrower, which will push more water this way. It'll raise the height of this area just slightly. Ah, hello darling. Alright, I gotta go. My mate's dog slipped her lead, so I better rescue her. Cheers. Okay, so Bindy's secured. Don't know how she's escaped her lead up there. I mean, she might have even chewed it, but you'd expect to see a little bit of end hanging. But there's some frayed stuff going on there, so bit of a frayed stuff going on around your neck there, darling. What's going on? So yeah, she's I just took her onto the lead that Luke wrapped himself up on, and now she's just making it shorter and shorter. Just while I've been filming it, she's wrapped around it twice, I think. So you got less lead, don't you, girl? And these guys are free, doing what they want. Lay, don't chew a stick, yuck. Or is it a bone? Looks like a stick from here. That's a bone. I mean, you can chew it. Doesn't look so splintery. And she looked like she was grinding it up good, so yeah, I'm always careful of those sorts of things. whenever you let your dogs chew bones, guys, especially random bones, you've got to be really careful. If it's a bone that another dog's buried, it could have disease from the other dog. If it's a bone that's the animal has died of a disease or something, it could be an issue with that. But more often than not, that's not the case. Everything's pretty healthy around here. More often than not, you know, these animals have just met their demise, unfortunately, in some way. Got caught, got killed by something, died of natural causes, whatever. But yeah, so if you're walking around and you're pretty confident that that's not a bone that another dog's buried, the first thing you need to look at is it a dangerous dog for you? Is it a dangerous bone for your dog? And we'll just have a look at this. So this is another thing too. Having a dog that you can take a bone off is very important. Watch this. I'll wait till she grabs it. She knows what I'm doing. So she's grabbing that back off me, see? We're having a tug of war and I win. And she sits and she waits because she knows I'm boss. But look, this bone. Hey, is it? It is bone, eh? God. Yeah, I don't really want to chew in on this end so much where she was just chewing, but this end here seems fine. Yo! Yeah. Okay. Back again. I just took the dogs back up. That was Bindi. She's a nice dog. She's young. Yeah, she ran off from the house. So yeah, I hung out up there for a little while, maybe an hour or so. And now there's some thunder happening. We had a little shower, just some fine rain. There is some rain forecast. I don't think it might be that much that it's going to push this up, push the level up much. I'm expecting that, yeah, well, we can see some cloud up there on the mountain. That kind of looks like rain cloud. Hear that? That's thunder. Not sure if you heard that. Bit hard to hear it over the noise of this water. Love the noise of this water, that's so therapeutic. So anyway, with the dogs all chilled out and relaxing at home, I kind of want to go do the same. So I thought I'd come down here just to finish this video off. Recap where we're at. We didn't really get much done today. Got a pile of gravel here that can be used to fix up this area, because I knew I wanted to put some back around these edges and level this off. Same this end, I've got another pile here, from there to there you go. You can see that there's a pile there that goes a fair bit above where it should be. Put a little bit of gravel in front of those rocks there, just to help it, help water go around it rather than through it. There's already enough water going through this. We don't need too much going through it, because if you have too strong a current going through in different places, it might move things and dislodge rocks, and then you've got a collapse in the wall. So yeah, gaps in big rocks are okay, but you kind of got to fill them off at the front to slow the water down so they don't create a hole somewhere that collapses. That's from what I can gather. I'm no pro at this. I'm just playing around. But if you haven't figured out, I kind of like this. It's freaking great. Look, can't help myself. Oh, so nice. Okay, I'm in the middle. Well, just before the middle you get to the deeper part. So the deepest part isn't quite to my knees yet, as you can see. But we're getting there. When you consider the deepest part with the water down to this sort of level would have been like that, halfway up my shins, I'm doing okay. So I've made a bit of an impression here. Maybe if I move back we might be able to see how it is better. So you can see here it gets higher. So now I've just gone a metre or two this way, back this way, and I'm in ankle deep water now. Just over my ankles. So this area is meant to be reasonably shallow, with and V's down in the middle, to close to knee deep, and that will slow the flow down. I may V that channel. Sorry about my phone cover getting in the way. I may V that channel. So I'll just step back a bit further so I can show you what I mean. Yeah. Right. So from here, we have a channel in the middle that's about knee deep. Where I'm going to V it down a little bit. And then as it gets to around there somewhere, I'll have two V's. One goes off to the overflow that way, one goes off to the overflow this way. They're both already there, because we're going to be closing off that middle. Once the flow slows down enough, we'll close off the middle. And we have had a lot of rain, so I'm expecting the creek just to get lower and lower and lower over time, maybe even get a bit slimy. So if I keep moving the water around, I'll have a nice water hole, keep the slime down by moving it around all the time and walking in and out of it. Having the dogs run around in here will keep the slime down. Yeah, so if we keep using it, even with the water down a bit, other parts of the creek might slime up, but this spot might be a nice spot to use still. We've still got a couple of hot months ahead, so it'd be nice to have a spot that we can come and hang out and cool off, and a spot that's safe for the dogs and deep enough for the dogs to get properly wet. Because you've got to think, once this dries right up, goes right down, that shovel would be out of the water, right? So the water wouldn't reach that overflow. So I've got to dig that deeper. This one's deep enough on this side, but the other one's not. That one needs to be a bit shallower too, but we also have to wait for the flow to slow down. By closing this off, I'm going to increase the flow both directions, and then I might have to wait again for it to slow up more to close that off to where I want it to be. And then we'll be holding off a nice little bit of water here, but it'll still be flowing. As quick as it comes in, it'll be going out. We'll just have this nice little pool area here, hopefully about waist deep in the middle. And so a few people can stand in the waist deep water, you know, like a waist deep area, about like a little hot tub size in the middle, just this side of the wall. And then by the time we get to where that rock is, it starts to slope up to where that V channel is. So hopefully that's enough description. You understand what I'm trying to do here. Any thoughts, drop them in the comments below. Any suggestions, drop them in the comments below. If you like this and you want to watch it through, I was talking to my mate who lives on the property as well, and I said this area here, I'll just step back so you can see better. So this area just in front of me here, we clear it of these big ugly rocks and just have it like nice and flat. It doesn't have to be super smooth. We can put some gravel in where it's a bit rough, but yeah, we'll get all the big rocks out and level it out a bit and just have it mostly gravel. And this area here, you know, from where the end of the shovel is out to that stick, we can clear these few sticks here, tidy it up. Hear that thunder? It's about to rain, I can feel it. So these sticks here, we can clear them up, tidy this area up, and then this is a great area to put some mats down, some rubber mats, and have it, you know, and some deck chairs maybe, and also to have like a little outdoor setting, maybe a fold-up table or something with an umbrella and some seats. So it'd be nice to just sit here by the water, let the dogs have a play, or, you know, be able to put your drinks or food up on the table, your phone up on the table. So I'm guessing the table will be right here where I'm standing. And then you've got the path going past us to get out. And so this area here will be for hanging out when you're not in the water, hanging out by the water. And then you've got this nice area here where the first section is shallow water and just gradually getting deeper. So we're not quite ankle deep here, but then we go in a little bit deeper. We're ankle deep now, and we're only just a metre past the edge. When the water level drops down, we'll be hardly in water right here. I reckon it'll drop down to where I'm standing now. I'll be out of water. So yeah, a few inches lower than it is at the moment, or maybe 100 mil, 10 centimetres for those that are used to metrics. I do both, which I'm sure my American friends appreciate at times. I can convert roughly quite easily with certain things like that. I'm not good with weight and speed as much, and you know, but when it comes to things like inches and centimetres, or feet and metres, I can give you a rough idea and be pretty close. So yeah, I know 4 inches is about 10 centimetres, 100 mil, about that big. Don't ask me how I know that. No, I'm joking. But yeah, so 4 inches, 100 mil, and that's probably the most that this would drop down from where we are at the moment. It keeps flowing, you know, it doesn't stop, even in drought. So yeah, those waters, those mountains hold so much water, like a sponge, and once it's pulled out of the other areas, it opens up newer areas that are still holding water, and they go into those areas, and the flow gets slower and weaker, but it keeps happening until there's none, and by then it's already rained again and wet it back up again. So sometimes not enough to increase the flow of the water, but just enough to keep it going. So yeah, the noise is coming from that direction, and you can see, always looks lighter on the camera, which is cool though. But yeah, you can see it's quite ugly looking at the moment. There's no major spot that stands out, but yeah, I'm pointing the camera straight to where the noise is coming from. And sort of that direction there. Anyway, enough prattling on for now. Please say something so I know that you're here. I'm not talking to myself. I know people watch this, and there's a few people that actually enjoy it, to deliberately watch it right through and want more. So this is mainly for you guys, and I appreciate even you guys saying something. So please drop a comment. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, like if you really don't like it, you can hit thumbs up 3 times. Hit the thumbs up 3 times, and it's like a thumbs down. You notice if you hit the thumbs down thing, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't light up. So, of course they've taken that away. But yeah, if you hit it 3 times, thumbs up, fixes that. So yeah, thumbs up, or 3 times if you don't like it is a thumbs down. Subscribe, comment. I'm on my way home. Thanks for watching. Hang out for the next video. I reckon the probably the black screen, might do a short, but probably the black screen series will be the next episode of that, episode 4, coming out on the 28th. Is that the 27th in America still? I'm not sure. Maybe someone can let me know in the comments. Anyway, I'm halfway home already. The creek's way down there, past the campsite, into there. Well, the creek also goes all the way along here. And yeah, halfway home. Gotta bring the whippersnipper through here, it's getting crazy. It's not until you realise how bad it is when you're a little dog. I'm holding the camera down below knee height. So yeah, it's crazy when you're little running through this, but the dogs don't seem to get slowed down at all. But I feel for him. I appreciate having long legs to step over most of it. Anyway, I'm nearly home. The dogs are probably going to bark when I turn up. Surely you can hear that thunder. And the reason I'm going home is to hang out with the dogs. So I think it's going to rain. I think I might have to put my tarp back up. Okay, I'm home. Good watchdogs. Hi. Alright. See you soon, guys. Thanks. Love yous. Bye.